quick new match reaction video. Unfortunately, there was none after the cup final because I was at the pub with my mates and it became late, but a great win then, and I hoped we was going to take that energy with us today. Unfortunately, we didn't. The game today, uh, really a game of two halves. At first half, I watched the game and thought, wow, this game is not far away from being a title contender. We played really good football against another top six team. I thought in first half that okay, now we're on. We're doing it away from home. We have been not so good away from home this year. At Old Trafford, we have beaten City, we have beaten Arsenal, we have beaten Liverpool. We know we're good at Old Trafford, but we do struggle away against a better team. So we met a top six team today, and at first half I thought 2-0 up at halftime, and we was really good at first half. Let me start with that. The first half was class. We could have been more up. We did have the chances. We could have been 3-0 up, 4-0 up. Maybe we should have won the game in the first half. Uh, De Gea in the first half was outstanding. I think he was decent in the second half as well. That was I gave him my man of the match, probably the man I've given the most man of the match this season. Says it all about him. I can't understand why people want him out of the club because he do have these bad games, but in the final he was my man of the match today. He was my man of the match. Is the best shot stopper in the Premier League, in my opinion, no doubt. Also the best goalkeeper because the distribution thing, we're not so good at it anyway. So yeah, why care? But back to the game. This is not going to be a video about David De Gea, even though I might could have made it to it. But anyway, back to the game. As I said, the first half was very good. Nice to see Jadon Sancho having the game he had. Rashford had a good game as well. I think Bruno, also maybe my second choice of the man of the match. A lot of great passes. I was a bit afraid that he might had that small injury after the picture on Instagram that we saw, but looked like he's in form. So yeah, real good game from him. Anthony showed a glimpse of his class. Again, good. Then after the great first half, then came the second half. After the sun, it comes rain, and the second half. Oh my god, what was the second half about? Two goals, not good enough. It should have been more in the second half. Of course, the first half, I think the ref should have disallowed it, but it's a 50-50 situation, and games like this, we won't get them our way. We could have got the penalty as well, but it's the games you want to get the ref on your side, and then those situations are lost. But we shouldn't have gone out with that mentality. Substituting Wout Weghorst on the pitch, we won't win the game. I'm sorry, Ten Hag, but when you do chase the win, you can't put Wout Weghorst in. I do know that he got the kiss on the ball, but this wasn't going to go into penalties. We do need a new striker anyway, if Martial is staying or not, because we do need two good strikers. So there was a striker on the pitch today that's, in my dream, Harry Kane is playing in the other shirt next season, and I do think with Harry Kane and some other signings we could challenge it for the title. My dream signing, Harry Kane. He showed his class today. He was very good. If we had him, we would have won the game. I'm not in doubt. We do need to buy him. And yeah, so second half, just not good enough. The mentality is not there. Yeah, not much to say. Tottenham were the better team in the second half. I don't know what's happened to us. Of course, the big game on Sunday, but we couldn't have our head there because the game isn't two halves. We saw it today. I don't want to talk too much about the second half because it was shit. We went from looking like this team can challenge for a title to that this team can relegate. So two different United teams actually. But as I always say, time to look forward to the next game on Sunday against Villa. Great game, hopefully. Big game was what I meant to say. I will be going to the game, going over tomorrow, so really looking forward to it. Not impossible that I will post some content from there. I'll see what it will be. I haven't done so much planning yet, but it will be what it will be. So to finish it off, come on United,